Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has arrived, and we're going all the way back to day 2. I mean, for you guys, it's probably been quite a while. So anyway, let's just do it here at 100 Line Last Defense Academy before the decision. I flung the door open to the gym and charged inside, afraid of what I might find. Takumi!
Takumi?
Ah. Sumino?
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Me?
Oh, wait, hold on.
I could ask you the same thing.
Holy shit, that delivery was... Oops, I cursed. Oh, well.
You told Sire there was something
What?
Alright, yeah, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh my god! This might be the last time we'll ever hear his song. Right? Unless we fight him again in some of the other routes. We're doing this fight. I don't care.
What are you talking about, Takumi? So it's not just your appearance. You're actually crazy, too. It doesn't matter. You can try to stop me, but you don't stand a chance.
Wait a minute, why didn't Sire just blow him up at this
I
point?
just felt a surge in my hemo...
What? Your hemo animal.
Time to test it on you.
No. Oh, this is gonna be easy.
My turn!
Oh, we don't have weapons yet. Alright, in that case. Wait, what?
Take that! Say when!
We need to regroup.
Do we? Oh, wait, whoops.
Allow me to trim down their numbers.
Let's do this! Here we go! I've got this!
Why did it just give me this?
One last strike!
Hi, Eito.
Can't end like this.
We're not even halfway through the endings, man. It's not ending like this. You don't have to worry about that. I suspect you'll be back before long. Anyway, let's get down to business. That was really something, Sumino. When did you get so strong? I mean, you did okay in yesterday's battle, but you're on a whole other level now. It's only been 1 day since that. What happened to you? Only 1 day? Maybe that's how long it seems to you, but for me it's been so much longer. I've already spent a full 100 days with you, Eito. And if you guess that your true nature too, it's too late.
We did?
I think I can...
The voice. What the? It's like you said, Tom. You made some kind of... I didn't know you could do that. I swear to be checking defense. Well, it's more than that, I really. I wanted to see the people who were fighting to protect me up close to this one. You hear him too, Siri? That's right. He can only communicate via Hema Anima telepathy, but I'm equipped to let me shoot us out, so you can swing us. You probably have, but it will probably mean more coming from me. And the ghost boy went on to tell Siri everything I told him. Naturally, this little creature was taken aback. Wouldn't be. You see more Amon to travel through time. I'll let you mention it. Ouchie did say he felt a sudden surge of power that seems to be... Oh, butter my biscuits. I never expected anything else. Just goes to show. All right. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, right. He deleted Eito. Okay. Exactly. All that's left is for you to execute him, and everything will be back on track. So I'm doing this. I'm killing Eito before he can do any harm. Wait, Takumi, I won't try to stop you, but take a moment. You said you came back so you could change the future. What kind of future do you want to create? And is killing him the only way to achieve it? Oh, you should absolutely kill him. Leave him alive and we'll have no kind of future at all. He's the enemy of all humanity, just like the invader. She doesn't deserve your pity. Right, I'm inconvenient. Yeah. But... decide Eito's fate. Kill him! Tatakai! That's right. Just like the Undying Flames voice said. I came back so I could change the future. If I let Eito live, history might repeat itself. If I don't want that to happen, then my choice is clear. I need to end his life here and now. Wouldn't it be funny if This just like immediately ends because no one trusts me anymore. Ooh, do we get a bonus for this? Ooh. Well, that's cool. Suck 'em up!
Choice.
Yep, no choice. This won't just immediately lead into the multiple eitos. I mean, it could. It arguably should, but...
This is it. You're finished.
Does he normally make that face? I don't think he does. Is that a special Eito only face, I wonder? Ooh, that one's new. Or no, not new. We've heard that a couple, maybe like twice? I don't know. Anyway. Suddenly, I found myself walking to my room. It was almost like I was running from something. I finally made it to the rooftop when I saw them there as if they had been waiting for me. What's going on with you, Shumino? Why would you leave the gym without saying anything? Maybe you didn't want to see Justiguy looking like that?
Aha!
You have nothing to worry about, Shumino. You made a wise decision. You did the right thing. He was trying to destroy me, your commanding officer. And that's not all. He was trying to slaughter all of humanity. All right, I need to remember, we only have the information going forward we had from the very first route. So that's going to be our perspective. You're our savior. The hero who saved mankind, so you don't have a single thing you need to regret. I don't know about that. Personally, I get the feeling you're walking down the wrong path. Or perhaps I should say he's strayed off the path he was meant to walk as a human being. It may be true that Eito committed many crimes in the future, you know, Takumi. But he hadn't done anything wrong here and now, had he? You've executed an innocent human being for crimes he might have possibly committed in the future. People can change. I believe so, at least, but you didn't even give him a chance. Wow, you're really just laying into me, huh? That doesn't sound like the right thing to do to me. Shut up. Huh? Do you think I don't know all that already? You don't have to shove it down my throat. I clenched my fists and practically barked my rebuttal at the ghost boy before running off to my room. All right. It was oppressively silent in my room. I didn't bother to turn the lights on. I just sank into a corner and wrapped my arms around my knees. I did the right thing. I did the right thing. Okay, he's also, other thing to remember, he literally just came back. It's not like we've been, I gotta get back into the mindset. I repeated this to myself over and over again.
You're our savior. The hero who saved mankind.
Yeah.
So you don't have a single thing you need to regret.
Yeah, that's right, exactly. But why can't I stop thinking about what he said after?
You've executed an innocent human being for crimes
No one
he might have
is going to trust
possibly
me.
committed in the future. People can change. I believe so, at least. But you didn't give him the chance.
Sorry, Shion. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! I covered my ears and... Alright, so we're like right in prime anguish mode right now. But when I did, I could see Eito, now a blackened lump of flesh staring at me hatefully. My eyes flew open. I was too scared to so much as blink. I focused on my breathing, the only sound in the room, and spent the night curled into a ball, my eyes wide open the whole time. But what if this just... Okay, there's definitely room for some branches. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did you see that? Did I see that? Why is the gallery hidden after immediately one choice? Oh no. Takumi, what the hell, man? Why did you... Eito, Everyone's cold eyes pierced through me as I stepped into the cafeteria. They were all staring at me suspiciously. We all saw the You just left it there? And then C-Ray showed up. Right, I explained what happened to everyone. I told them that you came back from the future, and I told them Eito was abnormal and that he tried to destroy me last night. I told them everything, but they seem reluctant to believe me. Obviously, you tell us he came back from the future, and you think any of us are dumb enough to just be like, oh, well, if you say so. Yeah, none of us are that stupid. If a useless single-celled organism like me might be permitted to speak up, are we sure Takumi isn't experiencing some sort of delusion? At the very least, there's no way he can prove he's not. That would mean Mr. Sumino got caught up in this delusion and ended up murdering someone. That would make him the abnormal one around here. Tako's words weighed heavily on me, but it wasn't true. I'm not sure if I'd made the right choice last night. I still don't have any confidence in my decision, even though I already made it. But what I experienced last time really happened. There's no way it was a delusion. I need them to understand that, if nothing else. Everyone, hear me out. It's a long story, but I looked right into everyone's eyes as I began to recount what I knew about the previous 100 days. I told them everything that happened. World to Death, Cryptoglobin, the Exodus Project, the artificial satellite. I told them about the boy made of undying flames in his infant body in the defense room. Even the existence of second to last Defense Academy and the 5 other fighters there under the command of Nigel. The only thing I left out was when I learned about Nozomi. The secret she shared that first time were between her and me. It was night by the time I was done talking. But still, the doubt in their faces never left. I knew why, too. It was because I'd killed Eito. Get it? You get it? In their eyes, my story was nothing more than an elaborate and lengthy excuse, like I was trying to confuse them by weaving a fantastical, impossible tale. I see. I think I understand. It doesn't look that way to me. I simply mean I understand what you think happened. Whether it's true or not is another story. Talking anymore is just a waste of time. God, this is not how I wanted to be reunited with you, takemaru. Why don't we call it for today and get out of here? Right, it's late now. But what do we do with Eito's body? It's still lying there in the gym. Should we bury him? Wait, it would be so pitiful to bury him while he looks like a hurt pretzel stick. I wish we could do something about that. Like what? Restore his body to how it used to be, perhaps? Is that even possible? Obviously, I can't do it, but maybe Sire. Oh, well, I mean, it's not that I can't do it, but that's a super secret technique written at the very end of the super secret commanding officer manual. So how in the world do you know about it, Shizuhara? Just a guess. A guess? But why would we do that? I told you, it's such a pity. We don't know if he was really a traitor or not. A body deserves dignity, no matter what sins that person may have committed in life. Where was this through every other death that you were around for? Is it simply normal to want a body in such a tragic state to look more like it used to be? No one objected to her suggestion. Sire reluctantly agreed. He must have decided it wasn't worth antagonizing everyone over it when it was only our 3rd day here. And so we transported Eito's body to a classroom on the 2nd floor. What? It's so cold. What is this room? It's a morgue. A morgue? What? I don't remember that from the last time. You never used it? Well, in that way, it's a good thing. This is where we store bodies whose causes of death are unknown. Say one of you got killed by an unknown weapon during a defensive battle. A bioweapon or nanomachines or something like that. In that case, we need to dissect you in order to properly determine the cause. We need a place to store the bodies in a situation like that, which is why we have this room. The temperature is set really low to keep the bodies from decomposing. Everybody hunched their shoulders against the cold as they looked around the room. Their breaths steamed in the air. Well then, I'm gonna get started on restoring the body. Would you all mind stepping out? How long will it take? I should have it done by tomorrow morning. Alright, one last thing. We were about to leave when Sire stopped us. I know it's sudden, but as of today, I'd like to officially designate Shumino as the Special Defense Unit's team leader. Huh? You shaved me, Shumino, and you know the future. Plus, you have red hair, so I'm sure you'll make for a great leader. What kind of reason is that? I will not entertain any objections. That's an order from commanding officer. Disobey and you will be court-martialed. You're to do as Shumino says starting tomorrow, got it? Well, this is gonna go well. Apparently it will go well, but if you've got snazzy jazz music, we return to the roof. Everybody's faces were even more gloomy, having seen Eito's body up close. They all vanished inside their rooms without saying a word. Left on my own, I casually glanced up at the sky and saw the satellite. The artificial satellite hung in the sky, lit with countless mechanical lights. It felt further away than the last time I saw it. Just that I heard a pop inside my head. The very next moment, I was suddenly unconscious. What?
Get ready, prepared, be ready to give your life.
Huh? Oh, the morgue, I bet. In the morning, I skipped going to the cafeteria and went back there. Instead, somebody else had got there before me. Hiruko. Good morning. Did you eat breakfast? No, not yet. I'm not hungry. I could maybe go for a frog, though. A frog? I forget that. What are you doing here? After a moment of silence, Hiruko answered. Probably for the same reason you are. I wanted to see the results of the restoration. Siray's not here. Does that mean he's done? Only one way to find out. Hideko approached the body. She stopped in front of it and quietly pulled back the sheet covering Eito's body.
Looks like it's done. At the very least, he's not a burnt pretzel anymore.
I felt vaguely relieved seeing him. Of course, I hadn't forgiven him for what he'd done to us last time. But I felt some guilt about bringing him to such an undignified end. Now that his body was back to the way it used to be, the painful mass of emotions within me eased a little.
It feels wrong to bury him in the dirt after all this effort to get him so pristine.
What?
Why don't we leave him like this for a little longer?
Hideko, what the hell are you planning? Hideko covered him with the sheet once more. No sooner had she finished than Gaku came barreling into the room. There you guys are. We found something messed up. Come look. Messed up? Just hurry. You'll see for yourself. Hideko and I practically flew down the stairs as we followed. Oh, no. She wouldn't. She couldn't. Oh god, Dadomi, is there actually going to be a killing game route in this game? Okay, I guess saying that out loud. Of course there would be. But really? It just starts? Spray paint. Someone sprayed a message on the digital blackboard. I looked at... Look at that shit-eating grin. She knows what she did. I looked at the message. Leave the school now or I'll kill you all. I was the first one to find it. I finished breakfast early and was wandering around the school when I saw this. Then he came back to the cafeteria and told us about it. We all came running to see for ourselves. But who would pull some kind of dumb prank like this? Prank? I said what I said. Who would take this shit seriously? Looks like some snot-nosed kid wrote it. I believe it, though. It's way more interesting that way. I smell a killing game in the air. Whether it's serious or not, we do know it's not the work of an invader. The alarm would have gone off if one of them tried to get in here. They don't know our language. On top of that, I doubt it could have been one of them. What if it was Eito? Huh? Maybe the restoration brought him back like a zombie. I don't think that's possible. His appearance may have been restored, but his cryptoglobin is gone. And besides, we just saw him. He definitely wasn't breathing. So that means the person behind this threat is in the room with us now. Everybody glanced around, trying to see what everyone else was thinking. Their eyes were filled with distrust and unease. Wait, but hold on. There's one other person it could be, right? Everyone seemed to have an idea of what I was getting at. That's right, Ray. I definitely wouldn't put it past him. But why would he write a threatening message like this? We can figure that out later. For now, we need to find him. And so began the hunt for... I wonder if that whole dimension device will ever get used again. We found him only seconds later. It turned out he was very close to the classroom. What?
No!
What?
Siri?
What the hell? You're kidding!
Why? How could this happen to him?
Everyone was deeply disturbed, but the shock I felt went far beyond theirs. After all, I'd seen this very scene before. The last time I went through all this back then, Eito had been responsible for it, but Eito didn't exist in this world any longer. I'd killed him myself 2 days earlier. And yet, the same thing was happening all over again. The whole reason I fought Eito in the first place was to prevent this. So how? Why? We returned to the classroom in a daze. Everyone stood around in silence for some time. Their eyes were cast downward, expressions grave. Finally, Gaku broke the silence. Takemaru, do you still think this is all a prank? But if this isn't a prank, then it's just not fair. They didn't even give us the chance to leave. Maybe it means the kill you all part will start as soon as we see the message. Still, it's not right. It's highly probable that Sirei was destroyed before we woke up. Somebody would have noticed otherwise. That means it happened before Gaku found the message. So one of us had to die before we even knew we were being threatened? How utterly unreasonable. What? In movies, terrorists always set up a small-scale explosion, then claim responsibility, right? Once everyone knows it's not a prank, they announce that they're going to carry out another crime. Dadomi had a point. It was possible the culprit did this to Sirei to show they were serious. In that case, we'd be fine so long as we did what they demanded. Temporarily leaving the school and seeing what happened before returning would be the safest option. There was no guarantee that the person who wrote the message was the same person who destroyed Sirei. It wasn't out of the question that the message really was just a prank. But even if it was, we'd still have to deal with the threat of whoever destroys Sirei still being nearby. For now, I need to figure out if we listen to the message or not. Do we leave the school, or do we ignore it and stay? It's up to me to decide. I mean, we can go to second to last Defense Academy, right? Well, we go back to rule number 1. Nozomi is not at the school. And also, we want to... I think rule number 2 is to always trust our friends, so therefore... Seems reasonable to me. I am worried how quickly we're getting another decision, although I guess we did in the other path, so...
Everyone listen up. I think we need to get out of here for now, even if it's just temporarily.
Huh? Why is that? Someone destroyed Sirei. They might be trying to send us a message. What happens if those monsters show up, huh? If they take out the school, we're screwed. Or maybe you're behind all this shit, and that's why you took out that bucket of bolts. What? Why would you do that? Beats me, but you're the one who murked Eito. You're saying Mr. Sumino is behind all of this? I suppose it's not out of the question. Damn it, I didn't think they'd suspect me of doing all this. Yep, I think we should stay. A threatening message can only mean one thing, right? Time for a blood-splattered killing game. I'm gonna go out flashing 2 peace signs with my tongue hanging out. I'm super psyched. Someone make sure they get a pic. What the hell is she talking about? Let me ask you something, Takumi. You say you've seen the future, right? Right, but it looks like you guys don't believe me. What makes you say we should leave? The school would be defenseless. I assume you understood this when you made the proposal, right? I came back after living out an entire 100 days. I remember all of the defenses battled here. The invaders will attack again on day 7. That leaves us 3 days. One more thing. Like I said yesterday, we have allies a fair distance from here. If we can meet up with them, we'll be better off in our battles. So I'd like to take the opportunity to go get them. I summarized everything I'd said yesterday as a reminder. All about second to last Defense Academy. Second to last Defense Academy? Is there really another school out there? Yeah, you'll have to believe I traveled through time for this to make sense, but I swear to you, I'm not lying. I believe you, bro, I do. So let's ditch this place, okay? I'm telling you, that message is freaking me out. Mr. Maruko is definitely shaking. He's definitely the first one who'd die in a horror movie. Put that evil on me, dummy. Takumi, this threat didn't appear in the future, did it? No, it didn't. Maybe my coming back to the past has caused something to deviate. Huh? Deviate? He means he's altering history. If something happens now that diverges from historical precedent, it naturally creates a variation. A new timeline, just like in sci-fi stories. What the hell does a hysterical president or whatever got to do with anything? So you mean that Mr. Sumino coming back from the future is changing the past? His whole tale about traveling through time is suspect, but let's assume we believe what he says. If things are no longer aligned with the future he knows, there's no guarantee the next attack will be on day 7, is there? Well, I knew it too. I'm getting a... Hold on a moment. Sorry, that was a really important phone call, and I'm getting another one. Okay, that was funny, haha, funny, haha. Anyway, I have tea now. Or new tea, rather. I knew it too. I felt like something was off even beyond the threatening message. It wouldn't be Shion, would it? But I killed Eito to change the future. Our biggest risk factor should have been taken care of. I doubt this deviation is that big just yet. The chance of the attack date being different is low. I think we should consider the risk of this threat and evacuate for now. Yeah, I'm with Takumi. Gaku seems pretty traumatized by the whole thing, maybe because he was the first to discover the message. I appreciate it that it got him on my side, but he's shaking so much, I'm worried about him. Honestly, I have no idea what we should do. My thoughts are just swirling around Herc, but I think I'm gonna try and have faith in what Takumi's saying. I'm going to leave the school with them. Right, the threat is no mere prank. It's too dangerous for to take it lightly. I'm riding with Takumi. Really? Riding? I love a sadistic girl in glasses who knows what to take charge with. Still, this time travel thing is way too suspicious. I want to get in on a killing game, so I vote we stay! I don't think I can believe Takumi so easily. I don't want to doubt him, but there's no proof at all. If that's what my dear sister says, I agree this might be a trap. I would never do that! You sure about that? You think he could just get us all to roll over and agree with you? It's too much to suddenly take your word for everything. This seems a little suspicious to me too, I'm sorry to say. You want to stay here and enjoy a little bloodbath with Darumi and friend Shoma? No, excuse me? You're an outcast like me, right? Let's kill all these normies together! Plus, you seem like you totally squeal when you die, Kyo ho ho ho! Right, a freak waste of space like me is doomed to die pathetically. I'm sorry, I should just kill like the crap stain I am. Then you won't have to look at me anymore. I don't give a shit if you think you're crap. Just stay in the school. Shit, crap, all fine words to describe me. With your blessing, I'll live out my final days as an excrement-covered worm. Hey, you'll be staying too if you don't mind, but you still don't trust Mrs. Sumino. Besides, if we leave, we can't use the Revive-O-Matic. I'd be in quite a situation if something would happen to my beautiful little sister. Brother, dearest! 5 want to stay, 4 want to go. This is bad. Based on the message, all of us need to leave to satisfy their demand. There isn't enough time for me to persuade these guys one-on-one, which means, man, forget it. If you're gonna leave, leave without us. Fine, I just have to convince all of you then. Will you guys agree to give me some time? Oh, what are you up to? You gonna try some kind of underhanded trick? Yeah, I'm gonna force you all to see it my way. If I can prove I've really traveled through time, they'll have to listen to me. I have to use the ace up my sleeve. What, the defense room?
Huh?
How do you plan on persuading us exactly? Not about to spout some spiritual cult leader. Okay, that's funny, all things considered. Hold on, let me just... Something froze. I want to make sure everything... Okay, good. We're looking good. How is Takumi going to persuade them exactly? He's not a spout to spout some spiritual cult leader garbage, is he? Who knows? I actually don't know either. So for now, until next time, I'm afraid it's going to have to be farewell.